today. That cup of coffee, that morning cup of joe, cradle it, love it, appreciate it, because the caffeine in it might help you reduce your risk of Alzheimer's. That's only the latest discovery in the string of benefits caffeine provides. Doc, I'm curious about the other benefits, and I'm curious about if decaf, which has a little caffeine, is okay too.
You know, it's very interesting. There have been 19,000 studies in the last few years about coffee. There are some people who are vigorously opposed to it. There are many who think it's the best brew possible. This latest study mentions or concludes, as you suggested, that drinking 1 to 3 cups of coffee reduces the risk of diabetes. There are other studies now that show it reduces the risk of Alzheimer's by a very interesting mechanism that we don't have time to go into, but it has to do with cholesterol. There's also evidence that caffeine reduces the risk of colon cancer. It also reduces the risk of gallstones. There are many, many so-called benefits. And the thing that concerns me, if people get to read these news items, they say the more the better. 1 to 3 is great, but if you drink 6 cups of coffee or more a day, you're going to benefit even more. Now, this is for basically healthy people. For example, if you smoke and drink alcohol, if you also take coffee, your chances of having complications, cirrhosis of the liver, is reduced if you take a lot of caffeine. But my concern is that people who read this may start drinking coffee. The main thing about coffee is it's addicting. If you get hooked on coffee, you may have a tough time stopping it if you have to. Also, I think women with osteoporosis, thin, fragile bones that break easily, should limit their coffee intake. I think that pregnant women should limit their coffee intake. And people with heart problems, with rhythm problems, should not be taking excessive doses of caffeine. So the bottom line is this. Coffee is okay. If you enjoy it, and most people do, take it. I personally tell my patients to limit their intake to 3 cups a day.